Just listen to the bottle sounds. Forget about all your problems. You don't need to do anything. Sit in your room, jerk off, cry yourself to sleep. This is ASMR making a bunch of us into complete pussies. No. Just listen to the bottle sounds. This is gonna be ASMR for real men. Stop watching this junk, and remember, just kind of making this into a parody, but ASMR for real men. It's time to wake up. Let's hop right into it. Real ASMR for real men. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a parody on ASMR, and remember, you can do whatever you want to do. I find the whole ASMR craze quite funny in many ways, and really no disrespect, again, not calling any ASMR creators out, but I think that, as I mentioned in my previous video, it's really not something that I think a lot of you guys need to do. I think it really is keeping you asleep, and I actually have seen quite a lot of people mention recently that it even is something that they have become addicted to. So what we are going to dive into is I want to make this kind of a parody ASMR video, but I really want to also focus on making it a bit more extreme. So it's going to really kind of be a pump state. It's going to be a amp up mentality, and it's going to really be kind of a motivational, and also kind of, like I said, just a parody. And so I'm going to take you through some motivational exercises, some kind of hype state stuff where we can get amped up and get awake, get motivated, and kind of use this as just a fun little video that you can come back to when maybe you're feeling a little bit dull, a little bit lackluster, or are just looking for some overall motivation, something to propel you forward. So without further ado, let's hop into some of these real ASMR for real men exercises, and let's get into it. I'll see you there. Don't live up to any of your dreams. In this next segment, just stay in your room and be quiet and don't take action. This next segment, I'm going to be doing glasses tapping, and you can just listen to this for about 10 hours straight. And I'm also going to be doing some window tapping. And just listen to this all day long, every day, staying in your room, tucked into your bed. Not what we need. ASMR 2021 for real men. ASMR for real men. All right, so the first exercise that I want you to do with me right now is stand up. None of this ASMR crap like you're getting into bed, pulling the covers up with your teddy bear and your mama's cup of hot cocoa. F that. Stand up, and I want you to take your hands, put them straight up in the air, and I want you to start jumping straight up and down and just bellow. No words right now, but just a full visceral bellow. Hands up, jump up and down, and go. That is number one. Moving right along, exercise number two is going to be another mantra chant, and it's going to be, let's make it simple. Let's go wake up, add value, take action. And let's try to, again, do this standing up, and let's do it with our hands up over our head, and let's even take it a step further and do it jumping up and down again. And remember that if you guys are not used to doing this stuff, which probably most of you aren't, let's start easy, and you can, again, go out into the forest or some sort of desolate area where there's not a lot of people around. But what I really want you to do is start incrementing it up and making it and doing this in more and more challenging places, aka more public places. And what you'll find is that a lot of that anxiety will just kind of dissolve away, and you will just be not only a lot more commanding, but you'll just feel a lot more comfortable, and you won't have that strange knot in your stomach that I know so many of you can relate to. And one last tip before we hop into this is bonus points for anybody who posts themselves doing this in the private Facebook group known as Valhalla Syndicate. If you haven't already joined that, get initiated into the Valhalla Syndicate. It's really not any initiation process that goes through. You just click to ask to be added, and if I like you, I'll probably add you. I almost certainly will add you. And if you do leave it there, I'll even take it a step further, and I'll say that I will most likely like your comment and even give you a heart. And in fact, I'll actually probably write you a detailed response and a long-winded paragraph at that. But without further ado, let's hop into exercise number 2. So remember, let's stand up. We're gonna put our hands up above our head, and we're gonna jump up and down. And remember, it's gonna go, wake up. And you wanna really do this loud and try to be unencumbered, really starting from your diaphragm and then projecting up. So wake up, add value, take action, right? So let's stand up, hands above our head. We'll start jumping up. We'll go on the count of 1, 2, 3, wake up. Drop my mic. Wake up, add value, take action. And we can stop jumping, but let's keep our hands above our head, and let's go one more time. Wake up, add value, take action. And you can do this 10 more times if you want. That is exercise number 2. So this ASMR junk of sitting in our room, being completely effeminate, dare I say it, and not taking action, this ends today. And we're gonna do really quickly one more chant on the count of 3, just complete visceral bellow from the diaphragm up. On the count of 3, hands above our head. 1, 2, 3. ASMR for real men. Another tip real quick is that if you guys are at home, or there's a lot of other people around you, or you're just too self-conscious, this is actually a really good exercise because it gets you out of your head. And I actually will frequently do this same exercise in public, and I'll actually try to do it in as public a place as I can possibly find, meaning that there's lots of people walking down the street, and just do it there anyway, because what you realize is that it really increases your range of expression, gets you out of your head, and it's really ASMR for real men. It's making you into a warrior, it's making you into a go-getter, and a guy that is really just not self-conscious. And so if you struggle with any sort of kind of being self-conscious, walking down the street, feeling like people are looking at you, or being trapped up in your head, this is an amazing exercise, and give it a shot. Again, if you're at home, you can start in going out into the woods or someplace where no one's gonna hear you. Do it there to start, and then slowly increase the amount of places, the amount of public places that you can do this in. Give this a shot, and I'm telling you, you're gonna feel amazing. Like if you feel like there's a knot in your stomach, after you do this, that knot is going to be gone, and you'll also just feel like your voice is much more commanding, much more powerful. ASMR for real men. And so remember, guys, you can really do whatever it is that you choose to do, but I would really pose the question: do you feel like your life is passing you by? Do you feel like you have a lot of this untapped potential that you are not expressing, that you're not living up to? Do you feel like your days going one to the next are just a blur to the next blur, and the days go by, the weeks go by, you have things that you want to do and that you just are not doing, things that you want to experience that you're not experiencing. And so while I am very much making this into a bit of an extreme parody video, and if you're into my other porn addiction or femdom addiction stuff, you know, whatever. I mean, this is towards the end of the video, so I'm assuming you already watched the video, but maybe I should have put in the beginning that you could just skip this video, but all right, you clicked on it already, so you're watching it. I am joking in many ways, but I also really am always asking myself, how can I create the life of my own choosing and really live life to the full potential? And so I really urge you guys, kick your little ASMR teddy bear, little cup of hot cocoa aside, man up, and start adding value, start waking up, start taking action. And because life does pass by very quickly, and unless you take action, and as far as I've seen, and remember, I've watched an embarrassingly large amount of ASMR myself. It's one of the reasons why I'm making this video, so you don't fall into the same trap. It just derps you out. And you hear me say derp a lot. I'm actually not sure if derp is even in the dictionary, but what does derp state mean? It means the state of not taking action, of living life in a blur, in a haze. And what you'll find is that you start watching these ASMR videos and you watch a little bit more and you watch a little bit more, and all of a sudden you hit this little ASMR addiction and the days start bleeding in to the next. And again, if you want to watch a little bit, that's fine, but really ask yourself, are you living your ideal life? Are you living the life that you were meant to live? Do you feel like you're putting in your max potential every day? Can you look back at the end of the day and say, I milked that day for all it is worth? And at the end of the day, at the end of life's journey, when you're sitting on your deathbed, can you sit there and say, I lived a life of my own design, I maximized and squeezed all the juice that I possibly could out of life, and I have no regrets? And I really don't think if you stay derped out watching hundreds or even thousands of hours of ASMR, it really is the answer. And so as we will end this video, live life to your full potential, hop in to Valhalla Syndicate, completely free personal development group, dive into these topics a lot deeper. I post in there daily. Get initiated into the tribe, into the clan, into Valhalla Syndicate. And it's, again, very easy. I'm just kind of joking around. Just click a button and you talk with me personally in there. And I'll just wrap it up. ASMR for Real Men 2021. Do the exercises again, and remember to do them in increasingly challenging places and feel that knot in the pit of your stomach dissolve away. This is really how to get rid of a lot of anxiety. Just get out in full expression. Again, not tucking yourself into bed and crying your sorrows to sleep with another braingasm in ASMR. I love all you guys. This is a little bit more expressive video. Let me know if you like it, you didn't like it. Try to put out a whole different range of content and different videos, but even if it just helps one guy that feels like they're going through a bit of this struggle, I think it's worth it. I'll be back very, very soon. I love all you guys, and we will talk very, very soon. I'm out.